Hello, and welcome, beautiful people, to another edition of The Professional Fan. I am the Professional Fan, Mike Antonace. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. If this is your first time here, please like, subscribe, and share on your way in. We do a ton of NFL content here, NBA content, sports all around, and sometimes these lives can go off the rails, and we talk about just about anything. So if this sounds like your cup of tea, like, subscribe, and share on the way in. Also, quick shout out to TuneIn Sports, great friend of the show. Please check his channel out for all your NBA and Cleveland Cavaliers content, one of the best in the biz. I'm sure you'll love his content as well. On today's episode, we're kind of in the dog days of NFL and the NFL season. We're right before training camp. Nothing really going on. So we're all NFL creators are trying to find something to talk about, and I'm going to just run down the rest of the AFC North teams. So as you saw in the thumbnail, are the Steelers for real? Are they a real contender? And I'm here to tell you, hell no. No, they're not. They are not a contender. They're not even close to a contender. I cannot believe the breadth of Steelers fans that I have seen lauding and agreeing with every single aspect of what the Pittsburgh Steelers have been doing this offseason. Now, I'm a Browns fan. I'll be the first to say that. Do I like the Pittsburgh Steelers? No. Have I loved all their offseason moves? Yes, because they've been brain dead to the upteenth. I don't know what it is about Mike Tomlin's obsession with grabbing these old out of their prime players and trading for them, signing them for big deals. I just don't get it. I don't understand what the Steelers plan even is. Do they have a plan? Do they think they're a Super Bowl contender? I don't think so, and I don't think anybody else does, but I almost sure as shit Mike Tomlin does, and which is a shame. Their front office, man, has been bad. I don't get it, guys. Their draft wasn't bad. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, dude, are just weird. They are the weirdest team in the NFL right now. Mike Tomlin has that whole, never go under 500 kind of thing going on, which, yeah, sure. I mean, that's a accomplishment, I guess. But when's the last time they've won a playoff game? Have they even won a playoff game since Ben's been gone? Somebody in chat can tell me. But yeah, guys, the Steelers are weird. So there's this weird kind of flirtation going on with Aaron Rodgers the whole offseason, and then he finally decides that he's going to sign, but he's made it very clear, I'm retiring after this season. He's said it in no uncertain terms. They trade for DK Metcalf, who instantaneously became the best receiver on their squad. I think we can all agree that. And then we were like, oh, him and George Pickens might look pretty good together. And then they trade George Pickens to Dallas. And then they're like, oh, right back where they started. No, the smartest thing they did is they brought in Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson, excellent running back out of the draft out of Iowa. But no Najee Harris. Their O-line is still suspect. There's some sort of contract dispute going on with TJ Watt. And then the biggest news, which you saw in the thumbnail, they trade for 30-plus-year-old corner Jalen Ramsey, who's very hit or miss anymore. He's probably more of a safety now. And they trade arguably one of their best players in Minkah Fitzpatrick for Jalen Ramsey. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I don't see every move they made is weird. They're out George Pickens, DK Metcalf. Did that room get a little bit better? Yeah, sure. Out Minkah Fitzpatrick in Jalen Ramsey. Did the room get a little bit better? Sure. But what have they really done? Their defensive line is still great. Cam Hayward's great. I like Keanu Benton. I like a lot of the young guys. They got Nick Herbig. I mean, TJ Watt's still one of the best, but is he going to get signed? He wants to get paid more than Miles. And the Steelers, friggin' hate handing out those kinds of contracts. I don't think they have, really. They haven't had anybody to pay. All their best players are old. Like, man, the Steelers are a weird ass team. I don't think Aaron Rodgers has got anything left in the tank, guys. I don't. He was bad on the Jets, just plain bad. Sure, he goes back to like a West Coast style offense with Arthur Smith, but like, guys, the Steelers are probably going to go 500 because they never not go 500. But guys, if this was a different coach and I look at this roster, the way it's constructed right now, I'd be like, maybe a 6-win team. Maybe. Like, the only reason I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt is because of Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is an excellent coach, but damn, he hasn't really, like, everybody simps for Mike Tomlin except Steelers fans, I've noticed. Every Steelers fan I've talked to is like, oh, yeah, we got to fire Mike. We need a new voice in the room. There's a whole bunch of, like, animosity towards Mike Tomlin, which I can kind of see because, correct me if I'm wrong, if there are any Steelers fans watching, his one Super Bowl came with all of Cowher's guys, right? Like, does he have a Super Bowl of his own with his own team? Or is it all the guys that somebody else coached and developed, somebody else drafted? So there's always been that thing hanging up over his head. And like, yeah, sure, not going under 500 is an accomplishment, I guess, if you want to hang your hat on that. But you haven't won a playoff game in forever. You haven't played NFL football of substance in forever. You're just, you go out there. It's the Steeler way. It's the Steeler way. What the fuck is the Steeler way anymore? What is that? What, just being excited that you went 9-8? Being excited for all this old ass talent you're bringing in? Is that what you're supposed to be excited for? I feel bad for Steelers fans, if I'm being honest. I feel bad for them because you have this front office, that is asking you as a Steelers fan to be excited for old ass Aaron Rodgers and this just like corpse bride of a roster. Like, I don't understand. Caleb Johnson's good. You're gonna love that kid. I promise you. He was on my board. I had him as like the third best running back in the whole draft. You guys are going to be great. Joseph Latman says, stay professional. Yeah, sorry. I am getting heated. It's silly to me. Like, I feel bad for Steelers fans. Like, you guys don't, like, as a Browns fan, like, yeah, did we suck last year? Sure. But, like, we got young players I'm excited about. I like our entire draft. I like the direction we're moving in. We're moving off of Deshaun Watson. We can the thing with the Browns is, even though we make mistakes, I will always give Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry the benefit of the doubt with this because they will admit they made a mistake. Jimmy Haslam went in front of that microphone, went in front of that camera and said, yep, Deshaun Watson was a swing and a miss. They called a grown man, a swing and a miss in front of a camera. And I don't think the Steelers would ever do that. But it's the Steeler way. Like, I don't get it, guys. I think the Steelers are in a sad place. They don't have any young talent at quarterback. I mean, yeah, they got Will Howard, but like, I don't know. Is it going to be anything? Like, yeah, they have Caleb Johnson and DK Metcalf now, but like, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting season for the Steelers. Will this be the first season where Mike Tomlin goes under 500? I'm here to tell you, I think it's a possibility. I really think it's a possibility. It's a sad situation for you guys, man. I feel for you. Really, I do. And we'll just have to see where life takes y'all. But I don't think they're going to be, I think it's the Ravens division. I really do. Honestly, I think the AFC North is at its weakest point right now. I think it's the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to be good. I think the Bengals offense is going to be good. But, like, the Bengals, once again, did not They did not address the offensive guard position. And Joe Burrow was the most sacked, but least blitzed quarterback in the NFL last year. If that tells you anything about the Bengals O-line. The Browns have potential, but they're young. I mean, this is the Ravens team. This is the Ravens division until further notice. People like talk about AFC North football like it's a gauntlet. Like, yeah, sure, there's a ton of like sporadic talent in the AFC North. There is. Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive, if not the best defensive player in football. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, top 5 quarterback wide receiver combo. The Steelers, best defensive line maybe in football. It's just sporadic talent. It's peppered everywhere. There's not a complete team, but there's like these superstars everywhere in the corners. But like, then you look over there and it's like, damn, that room's weak. Like, damn, that's a problem. And that is glaring that none of these teams fix. And the Ravens are just going to walk away with this division, in my opinion. I think they're going to win the division again. I think until the Browns get more like reps and like grow up a little bit now that they're a young team again. Damn, it's not gonna be anything for these other teams. The Bengals refuse to pay their star players or their first round pick, which that's still going on, by the way. I just can't believe that shit, dog. If you're a Bengals fan, I'm sorry. Like, I hate your city. No offense to Cincinnati, but I don't like your city. I don't like your team. But if you're a Bengals fan, I feel bad for you, dog. You haven't signed Shamar Stewart. Shamar Stewart's out here doing friggin' press conferences, quoting. This is a real quote saying it looks like they care more about winning arguments than actually winning games, and that's a rookie dogging on you. That man ain't, even if you fix that situation, that man ain't signing a second contract with you. Why would he? That's ridiculous. You've ruined a relationship before a relationship had time to begin. It's like if I took a girl out to a date and within the first 5 minutes, I pick up my wine glass and I fucking chuck it right in her face. Like, do I expect a second date after that? Like, my God. There's been some chicanery with the AFC North, guys. It's going to be the Ravens again. They're the kings of the AFC North until further notice. Derrick Henry doesn't seem to age. Lamar Jackson, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Their receiver room's bad still, but, they got younger in the tight end room. They picked up Mike Green and, oh, my God, the safety who's eluding me, the Georgia safety. Someone help me out in the comments. It was their first round pick, the Georgia safety. Help me. I just remembered. Malachi Starks. So I think they'll be good. Yeah, Joseph called it. Don't get Mike started on the city of Cincinnati. It's such sad ownership. It's like, what would the Dolans look like if they were NFL owner? And it would be Mike Brown and company. Cheapest damn owners on the planet. Could it be Tomlin's last season in Pitt? Joseph poses a great question. I don't think so. I don't think the Steelers are like about that, even though here, I think you guys could agree with me. You don't have to be a horrible coach to be fired in the NFL. Good coaches, or even like just decent coaches, get fired all the time. There just comes a point in a coach's tenure where you get stale. It's not working like it used to, and a fresh face with a new philosophy for a team might be needed, even if that coach objectively might be a lesser quality. Mike Tomlin is a Hall of Fame coach. He is an excellent coach, but a change of philosophy is due in Pittsburgh, in my opinion. And that does not mean Mike Tomlin is a bad coach, but it also doesn't mean that the Steelers are wrong for thinking that way. I don't think they'll fire him because Tomlin is who Tomlin is, but I don't think it would be a bad thing for the Steelers. Now, I don't wish them success. They're a rival, but like, it poses a weird question because like good coaches get fired all the time. And sometimes it's just a team needs a change of philosophy, Yeah, Tomlin could get a job anywhere, obviously. Yeah, he can. Roscoe. Traitor. Exactly. F the Steelers. Oh, tune in. Welcome. And like I said at the beginning of the show, good friend of the show, Tune In Sports, go sub to his channel. Excellent NBA and Cleveland Cavaliers focused content. He dips his feet in other sports as well from time to time, like we do. But absolutely great dude, great content. Check him out as well. That date analogy. Yeah, man. Like, seriously, like, how do you do that to your first round draft pick? You're trying to set the precedent with him. He's like, I just want the same guaranteed money that all the other 31 draft picks in my class got. And they're like, no. No, we're not going to give that to you, guy who expects the same thing everybody else got. Like, that's wild to me that they're doing that. And they didn't pay, they're not paying Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson, do I think he's better than Myles Garrett or TJ Watt? No. But, like, he had the most sacks out of anybody last season. He had, like, 18 plus sacks. You pay that guy. You know how friggin' hard that is, dude? You friggin' pay that guy. Like, I can't with this team. They're like, but we already paid 2 wide receivers, so we can't afford to pay 2 defensive ends. Can't do it. Oh, am I missing a comment? Oh, I did miss a comment. Humble, welcome in, brother. What's up? Good to see you. I am doing well tonight, talking a little AFC North football, going off the rails. This is just, I kind of just figured this was going to be a ranty episode. It's just one of them ranty episodes. There's not a whole lot going on in the NFL right now. We're in the dog days of the summer, just waiting for training camp. Hall of Fame game is the end of the month, so I'm excited for that. I'd love to call that. We might have to do that. Yes, Liquid Death, sponsor us. I'm enjoying some delicious Rest in Peach tea. Very hydrating, very good for you. Sponsor us, please. You can't tell me you don't love watching how the Ravens play football. Well, Josh, I mean, I can watch Pistol Set all day long. I mean, that's how the Ravens play football. They just play pistol. That's all it is. It's pistol and read option. They run like the most collegiate offense I've ever seen. Like pistol set, play action, read option. That's it. But they have Lamar Jackson, so it looks awesome. Football's right around the corner. I know. 29 days after today. August will be here before you know it. Yeah, Lamar Jackson is nasty. I love Lamar Jackson, man. I do. Like, I wish he didn't play for the Ravens so I could enjoy him more. But like, he's a great talent, a great talent, and he's like Cam Newton. If Cam Newton returned for the injury well and could throw a little bit better. But problem with Lamar, man, is he just can't get past the playoffs. I think they'll win the division, but the Ravens have proven that they can't win a playoff game. Or they can win a playoff game. Like, they just can't. They get figured out in the postseason. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is because their repertoire of plays is a little normie. They're just a normie out there with their plays. All the weapons. What? No. You guys got Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, then you have the wide receiver graveyard, dog. You got that one kid from Boston College whose name always escapes me, and a bunch of dudes that should be retired. Like, all respect, but like the Ravens always just it's the wide receiver graveyard. It's like, oh my God, look, it's a receiver who's one of the best 5 years ago. We need to sign him right now. Like, you signed DeAndre Hopkins after his worst year, and you signed OBJ after an Achilles injury, and they signed Steve Smith Jr. after, like you see the pattern? It's a repeating pattern. They don't want to give that man a receiver. I don't know why. And Mark Andrews is getting old as hell. but I know they picked a tight end, and I remember liking whoever they picked. Derrick Henry Hill running again. Yep. Lamar thinks he's in a video game. He plays like he's in a video game. Will Lamar or A-Rod throw more passing yards this year? Lamar. Lamar will. Just the offense that A-Rod's in with the Steelers. I mean, he didn't do great for the Jets, and I think he's even worse now. I think this is going to be a hot take, but only a professional take. I don't think there's that much of a difference between Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers anymore. I really don't. They now see how bad KC really is, so I think they get past it this year. Here, man. I don't know, Josh. Like KC isn't bad. Their team is well constructed, and they have the plus of having the best quarterback in the NFL. They have Pat Mahomes, and having that can really help. Honestly, I still think that I think maybe KC's been figured out a little bit, but they've added more talent. I think if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo gets a little bit farther, but their receiver room is almost as bad as the Ravens too. If not a little bit worse, because I like the kid out of Boston College more than I think any Bills receiver. That's always been Bills' biggest Achilles heel is they make Josh Allen do everything because he legitimately has to. Now I'm talking AFC East. I shouldn't even be touching them. Rambling episode. Yep, big year for McDermott and Buffalo. Yeah, I think if they don't get McDermott is a defensive coach, and their defense has been okay. But the biggest problem is McDermott can't pick a corner out of the draft to save his fucking life. So, I think this is the year that if he doesn't get there, he's gone. And I think that's fair. And again, it kind of goes back to the Tomlin thing. Do I think McDermott's a bad coach? No. But might be time for a change of philosophy in Buffalo as well as in Pittsburgh. Yes, Flowers. Flowers. They got Jair Alexander. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long they got Jair Alexander. I mean, no disrespect to the young man, but nobody loves a DB that can blow up your locker room quite like Baltimore. Steelers O-line is the X factor, and I think they'll be okay. I mean, they're nothing great, but they'll be all right. I mean, they're young. I think they're average. KC needs to fire again. They got complacent. I mean, they made it to the Super Bowl with nobody. I'd get complacent too, dog. It's oh, we could just run the gauntlet. These guys aren't even trying. Pat Mahomes is out there just like the Terminator, just reading every play, just seeing the future. Yeah, the Kansas City is just I love watching Pat Mahomes, but damn, do I just wish I didn't have to. By the grit of the ref's teeth. Yeah, he's getting the Brady calls now. There are a lot of calls. I mean, I still remember that call. The Browns in 2020, man. We should have won that game in Kansas City, and then we should have lost in the Super Bowl to Tom Brady because we wouldn't have won that Super Bowl, but we should have been there at the very least because if we got past KC, I think we could have beat Buffalo because their run defense was awful that year. They were really bad that year. How about the Browns? I saw that. Yeah, Browns own you. Browns own you, Joe Burrow. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was funny. That was really funny. Ready for the AFC? Oh, Danny boy. Good to see you, Dan. Hope you're having a great day so far. Ready for the AFC North Division rankings prediction? I'll do it right now. Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns. Or it might be Browns, Steelers. You can interchange those. Just kind of depends who gets hot and win. I think best case scenario, the Browns are an 8-9 win team. And I'm giving the Steelers a slight edge to go third because Tomlin hasn't been under 500 ever. But I mean, I don't love their team this year. I think Aaron Rodgers is cooked. Buffalo had a chance last year, but Holmes is a bad man. Yeah, man. Fucking Josh Allen must see that man in his sleep, dog. And I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him at all. Like, that dude's haunting him. It's like his it's like that must be how like Tom Brady sees like Eli Manning or some shit. Yeah, last playoffs. Dog, the Bills will always beat Kansas City in the regular season, but in the offseason, just like they flip a switch. And Brown's starting quarterback week 1 prediction. I think ultimately, Danny Boy, it's a fluid situation. Right now, I'm going to say Flacco, and I think Kenny gets traded or cut, and I think Shador is up second. But ultimately, I think it'll be Flacco, and then they'll try the rookies probably after like week 5 or 6. But I think Flacco. I think it makes the most sense to go with Flacco because he'll show the rookies how to work in structure, especially because he's been playing like Kubiak system since he was like a young man. But yeah, I think Flacco, then Shador starts after week 5 to see what he's got. And maybe if it's nothing, then they go to Gabriel. But I think Shador is going to be fine. Need to bring PJ back. He can't. He's in Birmingham. He's a Stallion now, I think. Is he? Wait, let me look that up. I know he's in the UFL. I think. Is PJ Walker in the UFL? Oh, he's back in the Roughnecks. He's a Houston Roughneck. Maybe we'll win some games. Yeah, I see us like going like best case scenario is like 9-8. And if they really like blow us away and overachieve to the max, the Browns could win 10 games. That's like the unrealistic expectation is 10 games. And that is an unrealistic expectation. I really think realistically the Browns win 6 or 7. Let's see. Trying to see if I missed any comments. If y'all are new here, if there's anybody watching in the background, please like, subscribe, and share this content. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, today, kind of just wanted a rambly show. Like I said earlier, dog days of the summer, waiting until training camp and then the inevitable Hall of Fame game right here in our backyard. We're Cleveland residents here, so Canton's right around the corner. It's really cool having the Pro Football Hall of Fame and throwing distance. Ha, get it? So yeah, that'll be fun. Have they announced who the Hall of Fame game is? Somebody tell me. Feel like the number 2 spot in the division is up for grabs. It really is. I mean, I could see the Bengals being just as bad as us and the Steelers. I mean, they don't have a defense. Like, I think Trey Hendrickson is dead ass going to sit out. And so is their first round pick. So is the guy they drafted. He's going to sit out. They don't have a pass rush. I don't like, and Jermaine Pratt's gone, who is their leading tackler, and Sam Hubbard retired. Like, the Bengals defense is going to be ass. Like, bad. Like, Dax Hill hasn't worked out. Like, I don't. Got the mayor of Canton watching. Yeah, Danny Boy's out there in the ether. He's like Slender Man, dog. Like you don't want to like find his notes anywhere. Bro's lurking like Slender Man, watching on Facebook like a grandpa. Love you, Danny. Why do you watch on Facebook, Dan? That's a great question. No offense if you're watching on Facebook. We appreciate all viewers from anywhere. I'm just curious. Let's see let's get into more comments. You know what? Since I want to go a little bit longer, I'll touch on a couple of other divisions. Let's see, the AFC East. Hello from Ottawa, Illinois, Steeler Nation. Well, Oscar, thank you so much for joining. Please like, subscribe, and share. We cover the AFC North. We're a Browns channel mostly, but we are respectful. Like I was talking about earlier, about like the Steelers situation where I think you guys will end up. And we were getting into like the Mike Tomlin situation, like how he's a good coach, but how if the Steelers underachieve again this year, how possibly a change of philosophy might be in order. Change of coaching philosophy might be in order for the Steelers, and how that's not a bad thing. And it's not an indictment on Mike Tomlin's talent as a coach, but just might be more of a beneficial thing for both parties. Yeah, Joseph welcomes him in. Thank you, Oscar. Hey, we're not in season yet, so we could be cool right now. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah. I mean, here I say some wild shit during the season, and here I'm an ultimate homer, and I know how bad my team has been in the past, but God, I still love my Browns, man. Like I think, and here Browns fans are among the best in the NFL, but all AFC North fans except Bengals fans, those guys, Bengals fans weren't real until Joe Burrow came, so we all know that. Oscar will agree with me. Bengals fans did not exist before Joe Burrow. You guys weren't real. You're all bandwagon fans from like San Francisco or some shit because he wears Gucci. But like, you weren't real. You weren't. But Steelers fans, Browns fans, Ravens fans, all diehard football in the blood kind of fans. That's why I always respect you guys. And also, I've been at was Heinz, now Acrisure Stadium. And everybody's always been real nice to me, even though I've always been wearing a Browns outfit and had a couple of beers. Never been accosted. So it says a lot. Looking at you, Bengals fans. City of Cincinnati. I've let my family know for Christmas this year, all Ravens gear, just for the heads up. I will be trolling hard. Josh, you're such a fair weather fan. If you're a fair weather fan, why go with the Ravens? Why go with the team that actually wins playoff games? Like if you're gonna go trader fair weather fan, go root for the Eagles. If you like birds, the Eagles are great. Eagles might go back to back. All fans are welcome. We got Bengals, Ravens, Cowboys, Bucks, Lions, and so on fans as well. Yeah, we get fans from everywhere, Oscar. We really do. We get fans international too. Like when we call games, we get a lot of people tuning in from Mexico, Australia. It's wild when we call games. The lengths that people will go to listen to a game without paying for a service. And we just call the games for use. No, it's to spite the Browns. Nothing spites them harder. I mean, does it though? Like when I canceled my season tickets, I asked them if they could transfer them to Baltimore to watch a real team. Oh, you salty. Oh yeah, Daler. One of my very good friends, one of my mentors in the business I'm in, also is a Steelers fan. He had to burn his Devin Bush jersey, though. Yeah, Pittsburgh's a cool town, though. I like Pittsburgh. I was in there for a concert last summer. We family. Yeah, I love Daylor. Hope he's doing well. Let's see. I'd wondered if you're still here, Oscar, what you think of the Steelers. Where do you think your record is going to lie, and where are you at Mike Tomlin? And if there are any other Steelers fans in the chat or watching in the background, I'd love to hear your opinion because I've given mine. Where do you guys think Mike Tomlin's at objectively? Like, do you like him, but would like to see a new philosophy? Do you think like firing Mike Tomlin would be stupid as hell? Or do you think that Mike Tomlin's time has passed and you're just tired of him? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Say in the comments. Oh, Joseph says drop the link. That's a great. How do I? Nope, that's not it. That's a referral link. Now, I know I look young, but I'm actually 75 and about a 29-year-old's body. So you're going to have to bear with me as I drop a link to StreamYard. All right. So that's the link. If anybody wants to come up, you can come up off camera. If you don't want to be on camera, that's absolutely fine. You can ask a question, chat in, can just talk about whatever. Ask a question, give a statement. As long as you're cool, respectful, we appreciate it. Don't say anything to get us demonetized, please and thank you. In the interim, I think AFC East winners going to be the Bills once again. Always going to be the Bills. By the way, Dolphins, fire that guy. Fire that Mike McDaniel guy. Like I don't want to sound like a boomer because I'm really like I put up with a lot like of diva-ness when it comes to like the NFL. Oh, I can't show that comment, Josh. We're gonna puts on the Burger King crown. I almost want to hide that. I could put you in a timeout as a mom. I'm not gonna do that. That's a meme. It's all in good fun. For the memes, we'll leave it. Do it for the Vine. Do you kids remember Vine? You kids remember Vine? It was like TikTok, but better and American. And the videos were only 7 seconds and it didn't have brain rot yet. Granted, I do love brain rot memes. For the memes. I do love what Gen Z has done. 10-7. What? 10-7 Steelers. Third time's a charm, lol. Really? You think they'll go 10-7? That would be funny if they went 10-7. Didn't win a single playoff game. And then just flamed out. 6 seconds, Mike. Wait, what? Now I'm confused. What's 6 seconds? Am I missing something? Are you in backstage or something? I haven't noticed. Elaborate. Oh. Was it 6 seconds? That's actually Mike's nickname. Oh, you dirty bastard. Was it 6-second videos? I'm going to look that up. I'm going to Google you. Source. Let's see. How long were Vine videos? They were 6 seconds. You were absolutely right. Vine was still better. I don't even know how long TikToks are, dog. Probably should get on there, though. That is good for a YouTube channel. We do post the occasional clip on there, but I should probably get a little bit more involved on the TikToks. Do a little TikTok dance. Could you imagine that? No one wants to see that. I'm almost 30. That'd be a sad sight, dog. You want to talk about selling out? What are you really willing to do for money? Would you like to see what the lengths an almost 30-year-old man would go to for money? You could make TikToks of bringing it in. Yeah. I do this thing at work where I'm a very compassionate fella. I love hugging people. Most of the people I work with don't like it, and it's hilarious. And I'll pay pay-per-view for that. That would be funny. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, TikTok as a platform isn't bad. I know, like, I'm a millennial technically. I know we like give it a wide berth, most of us, but it is a good platform. It does its job. All right, folks. Any last questions, statements, comments, anything? And the link is in the chat if you want to join, pop in, have a statement, have a question, all that good stuff. Kind of a quick one this evening. Just wanted to get on, talk about the Steelers situation, some of the other situations in the AFC North. Just wanted to break it down a little bit. But yeah, where's the city of gold? El Dorado, the city of gold. Have you found El Dorado? Have you found the sweet, succulent, smooth ride of the 2025 Nissan Sentra? Low MSRP of $23,000. Sorry, my dog was freaking out. Why are you whining? Last chance to hit the link. Last chance, people. Josh, why don't you come up here? Come on up. Be on the... I know you're watching this on your TV. Nah, I won't make you do it. I couldn't make you do it, technically. That'd be wild, though. But all right, folks. No one's going to hit the link. If no one has any last-minute questions or anything, thank you guys so much for joining the show. Now, I'm a keyboard warrior, Josh says. And nope, I'm laying in my ultimate sack on my phone. That's an unfortunate name for a product. But man, that threw me off. I was about to go into my advertisement phase. All right. This is your first time in. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of The Professional Fan. Kind of a rambling episode. Generally, my videos are a little bit more structured than this, and then they progressively get more and more unstructured as the live stream goes along. This one was just rambling. Again, dog days of the summer, waiting for training camp, waiting for the Hall of Fame game, preseason, all that good stuff. So gonna just have fun, ramble about football a little bit the next couple weeks until training camp starts and we start to get more information. But I hope you enjoyed the show. If you chatted in, thank you so much for chatting in. If you're new here or if you're watching this in the past, please like, subscribe, share this content. Greatly appreciate that. We're an up-and-coming show. We have 2 other shows on this channel. There's our main show, The Real, hosted by my best friend, Joseph Latman. We cover NFL, NBA, mental health, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, pretty much everything that you can imagine under the sun. And also my show, The Professional Fan, is mainly NFL Cleveland Browns focused. And then we have The Fix up and coming with Dan Malott and Chris Gerganis, which is a sports betting show. So that's more of an in-season kind of thing because it centers around the NFL mainly. So stay tuned for that. That'll kick off when the season does. Also, shout out again, as always, to Tune In Sports. Great friend of the show. If you love basketball, you love the Cavs, or just talking NBA in general, he's your one-stop shop for all of that good stuff. Great guy. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Once again, I'm the professional fan, Mike Antonase. As always, stay professional. I love you very much, and I hope you have a fantastic evening. Good night.